Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm currently troubleshooting my computer why my desktop audio on the stream is not showing any audio happening. So yeah, I mean, we can resume the game. Is it just everybody take 5 while I figure this shit out. Put on some music or something, and so I have something happening sound-wise. Sure, hit me. Okay. Where is it? All right. I'm muting Discord, so I need to be not distracted.
It's lights out and away we go. Valtteri Bottas pointing towards Lewis Hamilton gets an excellent start, and Max Verstappen's alongside Hamilton as well. Bottas is into the lead and they're all swarming around Hamilton. Verstappen on the inside. Lance Stroll is trying to put Alex Albon under pressure as well. Charles Leclerc is ahead of Alex Albon still, and there's a tangle there, and it's the McLaren. Carlos Sainz has been spun round, and there's even further trouble way back. Sebastian Vettel picks his way through the melee, and oh no, look, it's the Red Bull of Max Verstappen that's out.
I'm excited to be getting into this vampire castle
now. Finally.
I mean, we're in the caves underneath. We're basically in Castlevania now, but
nice. Okay, I think I've solved it. Hopefully.
Yay!
At least there's little green bars going up and down on the. I was having no computer audio other than what was coming from Discord. Like I went to Jose's playlist and I couldn't even hear it in my headphones. So that's neat.
Very interesting.
It's been a recurring problem with these headphones. There was when I first got them. I do video editing, and for the first day or two, I was having an inconsistent thing where I would try to play a video, and there was no audio, and there was no way to get the computer to see that there was audio. So that was neat. All right, so the stream is mostly for myself to look back at and go, wait, what happened?
We just got bad computers happening.
Yeah, it's a bad computer day. All right. So, I don't know if everybody's fucked off or not, but
I think Eddie went to get drinks or something, but
yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink. If I know Jose had some questions about talking to Billy Raoul, so that's what we should take care of next.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I didn't know if you were here because I told everyone to take 5, and then I was back in like 2 minutes. So, but yeah.
All right.
We can have a Billy Raoul chat.
Great. So, William, this thing that we're in now.
A boat.
No. I'm talking about our contract.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first off, knowing the kind of creature that you are, you're doing this out of your own will. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you're basically this is what you want to do is basically I signed a contract and now you and I are both working together hand in hand, so to speak.
Yep. He extends his hand. Yeah. We work together hand in hand, if that's what you want.
I'm not gonna. I just extend a finger and just kind of like shake his finger weirdly enough, and not like hoping that it doesn't bind me further into a contract. All right, great. So the next thing is this: is that because I feel confident, but just want to understand, you and I can talk about this issue together, but I cannot mention this to anyone else. Is that the idea?
That's true.
Nope.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, whether I'm here or not.
Okay. So whether you're here or not, I cannot mention it whatsoever.
True.
Okay. Great. Now, I guess.
Sorry, I was making a joke about my audio cutting out. You and I can talk about it. That's fine.
Okay. I don't necessarily want to talk about it, but in case something gets slipped up, I want to make sure that I'm not completely holden to internal damnation.
Oh no, I'd never try and pull the wool over your eyes.
That would be silly.
Yeah, all right then. Fair enough. God, my rolls are dick. All right, cool, fair enough. One last thing. If can I take things out of the said area before horribleness happens?
I believe the terms where you cannot alter the you cannot do anything to warn anyone or alter the event occurring, and taking things away from the place where it's occurring would certainly alter it, wouldn't it?
Most definitely.
Balam looks over to Johannes. The fuck?
I'm saying that, sir.
No, that's actually funnier that way.
Johannes is eavesdropping. What's going on?
You just all of a sudden, Balam just has this like heart-wrenching, depressing, like just crushing look on his face of like, this is it, huh? That's the thing. This is the trade I made.
Indeed.
All right. That's. Can you produce large, copious amounts of intoxicants for me?
Sure. He poofs off. Poof.
Or, what happened? What happened? Are we okay?
I'm okay. Billy Raoul.
He said sure, but it didn't come over the stream.
Oh, neat. Yes, he sure can get you intoxicants, and he has gone poof to go and do such things.
All right. I'm gonna need a lot of drugs and alcohol for the next.
You familiar? Can just wow.
Just looks at a day planner for the next available time. All right, that's great. Thank you very much for all this information. I have lots to contend with.
Oh, hey, we drinking?
Oh yeah, we drinking.
Sweet.
Come.
Where'd you get all of this?
I don't know. Billy Raoul just showed up.
Hi, I'm back, he says, with a bag full of beverages, bottles.
We got the equivalent of like bongs and coke and heroin and
Yeah,
all right.
whatever you want, boss. Stole it for
Plenty of
you.
Fey pepper.
My choice to stay in the water has so far been a good one.
No, this is just to like deal with the main shitstorm that I have to deal with for at least 9 years, hopefully. All right, well, I'm gonna crack open this cold one and light this bong, and everybody else is free to join me for the next couple of years.
All right,
Couple
well,
of years.
I'm gonna peek up and then go back down because it looks like a mess.
Tosses a can. I'm gonna assume a can or keg or whatever to Ingrid, Johannes,
Sweet.
and anybody else that wants to join in the merriment because I'm gonna need it.
Infernal party, go.
What was that?
So thank you, Billy. Cheers to you.
One more time, I did not hear you.
I was talking to Billy Raoul. I said thank you, Billy. Cheers to you.
Ah, cheers
Oh,
back.
wow.
Cheers, Billy. Thanks.
Anytime. Anytime you want me to steal you some more intoxicants, I'm here.
Yeah, that might be the way to go these days. All right, just wake me all up when we're in Minos.
All right. Back to the area map. Anything else happening aboard ship?
Is Balam okay?
Nah.
No,
No,
no.
I'm
Very-
asking friend.
No, he's ever since that thing with the imp, he's been mopey.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But got some good shit. You want me to bring you some? I understand if you don't want to go in there.
Oh no, I'm not. No, thank you.
Okay.
This is all weird.
You're not wrong.
Steve Balam,
Is this normal for people in a society?
Yeah, it's the society that makes it happen.
You see, we live in a society.
I'm gonna see if I can get a fish and then like eat that raw and maybe,
Nice.
yeah, I don't know. Y'all do your thing.
Okay. See ya.
Goodbye. Back in. Have I seen anything under there?
Nah, the usual stuff. I mean, you know, everything you would expect to see under the ocean as you're cruising along at 4 miles per hour. You know, fish.
Yep.
More fish.
All right.
Little
Jellyfish.
fish being eaten by
Ooh.
a big fish. Being
Right.
eaten by a
Spicy.
big fish.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna eat then. 'Cause why not?
Yeah.
Let's change that result. Wrong forest. Go to that forest. Grab yourself some fish. All right, sorry, moving a dragon around at
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah.
no
No, I'm
reason.
gonna grab myself some fish. I might throw a couple on the boat in case people want fresh fish. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Why
Mhm.
use
Take them
oars
back
when
in the
there's
water.
fish right here?
Yep, that's nice. Thank you.
Did she say Sam just throws it back into the water?
Yep.
Nice.
behind.
He's all
Their-
high and mighty
their
because
back.
he doesn't
Behind
kill
their back,
animals.
I just like you
but
don't see that.
His
flappy
best friend
fish.
is a tree, and he doesn't care about eating plants. What's up with that?
My best friend, I thought was you.
Ah, you're all right,
That
Sam.
was nice.
Again, shit's awkward up here. Wow.
Sam laughs at his own joke too. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Excuse me. All right, so sailing directly to, more or less directly to Sid Minos, gets you there by midnight the following day. So you can put into port in Sid Minos, which I will drag y'all to.
Yay!
Nobody, you do not have a token with vision in this scene. Let me change that. Look how dark it is in Sid Minos.
It's nighttime. It's midnight.
It is.
It's your.
Whoa. Sid Minos is big.
Yep, Sid Minos is big. It's in a sort of. There's a just offshore. There's an island that they've got a ferry to there. It looks like. There's some docks. It's if you measured, it is a big city. Gramagol's
Is it
around.
one of those where we actually get a dock, or is it one where we have to anchor in the bay and then take a jolly boat kind of thing into the city?
Oh no, there's deep water docks.
Okay.
The Dragon Eye docks over here are deep water port. There's deep enough, I guess.
Yeah. How deep do we need? It's not a huge boat.
Right?
No. I was just like, is it like one where we have to have a dock?
I don't know where the keel's at though, so.
What's that?
I don't know where the keel is, so I really.
Oh, you definitely should know exactly where the keel is, but
yeah, you've been underwater.
No, I mean like, oh yeah, that's true. I'm saying I don't know how deep it goes. If there's anything in addition. Anyways, I'm applying yacht construction to fucking sailboat, so whatever.
Right. So, yeah, the basics of the city here. Obviously, it is midnight when you arrive, but you've got the docks, the dock district. There's a large market. People come from all around. The train actually doesn't come into the city. It is. It's probably up here conveniently behind the name tag I've put on this city map I converted from some other world that didn't have a train on it. So train stops outside of town. It's not allowed inside the city.
Oh, that's good. It's like stinky and nasty. And
yeah, I mean,
like cities aren't.
The entire island is more technological than the Clergy normally allows, but bringing the train into the actual city is still a step too far. As you're sailing in, you definitely sailed past about, I think it's half a mile, maybe a mile offshore, the Isle Odium, which Igbrin is definitely familiar with as the home of an infamous Crypta Hereticarum.
That's the one where Ashima Shimtu was, guys.
That's correct.
What?
So noted on your area map. I believe I've got a whole thing on there.
Wow.
Should be visible to y'all.
Okay. Out of player thing. Is this where the zombies came from the water?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the island.
That was because that clergy priestess was making them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that the lantern doing that, or no?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot about the lanterns. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a snake dagger, so I want it.
Wait, in there? No.
Underwater with the ghosts, right? You're talking about
Oh
the
no
zombies.
no
okay,
no! This is
No. This
sorry,
is
previous adventure.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So
Different
history
thing.
is that there were adventurers that came to that island over there, and that island was overrun by demons from the sea.
Yeah.
Or zombies or
It's one of the Crypta Hereticara. They're clergy receptacles for like what they consider heretical items. Some cool shit supposed to be in there. I think this shield came from one of them.
Well, is that where we have to go destroy it? Is the island and not the? I don't
No,
even
that's
know
just where
the
they
market is.
kept the shield, not where they forged it.
Yeah, it's more local color, just setting the scene. Sid Minos is also the home of Balaam's mentor, whose tower I have indicated on the map by placing a NPC token for Gramagol. whose name
Grandma.
I may have misspelt.
What the hell kind of?
I like that title.
Gramagool looks like a freaking
Looks like Pitbull.
mafia boss.
He's a half-orc wizard. You know, he's
Wears
just
a bow tie.
Why not?
Oh, not a bow tie.
Just a regular tie.
He's kind of a political pundit, maybe.
What? No.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Wow.
Knuckled on that real quick, huh?
I don't know. I mean, if you're inspired to Balam, I mean,
A philosopher. I just like the face. It's a good face. It's perfectly fine.
I like it.
Eventually, I would like to make a beat. Well, not eventually. I would like to run over and see Gramagal.
why don't we do it first? Because I don't know anything about this city.
It's currently midnight, so you can go there now. You can go in the morning. You can.
Well, you probably should send a warning and sleep on the boat.
I don't have sending. Does anybody have sending or anything like that? Or
You really should get sending, honestly. Don't you have a familiar?
I sure do.
Oh God, this is gonna be really awkward. All right,
That's true.
this is like kind of like coming back home, and like
Your grandchild. Huh.
yeah, exactly.
Incidentally.
This is kind of like coming back home and then sitting there telling your parents after a long time away from them, covered in tattoos and piercings. Tattoos and piercings is a fucking imp.
Gotta come out as a demon bargain type person.
Exactly. I got a lot of explaining to do with the vaguest of details.
So you need some time to prepare this and not necessarily just knock on the guy's door.
Well,
We could just call a messenger. They do have them. Just like
let's do that. I would much rather leave a calling card or something and
there you go. We could call in one of the dock rats, the dock kids.
One more time?
The dock kids. There's just got to be some.
Oh sure. Yeah.
Vagabond-looking people.
Right.
Kids.
I mean, a ship coming in at midnight, that's not unusual at all. So there's certainly people around to, looking for some money to help unload cargo, run messages, tell you where the best places or the worst places to stay are, tell you where to eat, that kind of stuff. There's all kinds of hangers on that you can get to do stuff for you.
Cool.
Big city, tall buildings, lots of spires, lots of cathedrals. The biggest one is visible from the sea, marked on your map, the High Hall, sort of a castle cathedral on a hill, from which extends the massive garden greenery space. Just for knowledge of the area, the garden is, almost a mile long green space there in the city.
I immediately imagine the Mormon High Temple. The awful Gothic one.
Oh God, we got one of those out in Silver Spring. It's crazy.
Oh man, yeah, I saw that one when we were driving back from Baltimore at some point, and I just immediately was like, "Oh, that's a Mormon temple! Like, that's obviously a Mormon temple. That's their whole thing."
So fun fact: there's a whole huge lore about that particular Mormon temple.
It's really impressively placed.
It is impressively placed, and apparently, during the somewhere between the 70s and 90s, when one of the local affiliates would broadcast the Wizard of Oz, they would shine green lights over it to make it look like the Emerald City.
Oh wow!
And then there's a bridge as you're going through the I think it's 395, 495 area. bridge, and it's all like somebody would every now and then spray paint "Surrender Dorothy" right as you're going under the bridge. That's also being looked over by the marshal.
Wow.
It's really fucking surreal.
That's some good shit.
Anyway, that's like the wee bit of like Baltimore DMV lore that we have going on.
Yeah.
So which one's the fanciest one? I'm trying to find that.
The Salt Lake City temple?
Yeah, I figure, but like.
The one in San Diego is also kind of crazy.
Mm.
But that one's literally designed after Disneyland.
You know which one I mean, Jay. There's this one.
They're all crazy. Except for Hawaii, which is actually good architecture. No, the Hawaii architect actually studied under Wright, and they did it very, frankly, Wright, and did it really like traditional 50s modernism, very subtle, and low in the landscape.
Interesting.
It's a
That's unusual. Yeah.
Okay, I've been there to that one. That was a cool building.
Grew up looking at the Provo Temple, just this weird little square box.
No.
I can't find the one that I'm looking for. It has like some really weird arrangement of towers. Can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's the San Diego one you're talking about.
Okay, maybe it is. All right.
Yeah, the San Diego one looks like freaking Disneyland.
Frontier Disneyland.
All right. So I'm sleeping on the boat. You guys could
I'll do that too.
We're here. We can go the next day. You go ahead and send a message to your wizard teacher friend, and tomorrow will be another day.
Yeah,
Wow, this is weird.
I send out one of the, like, I don't know, the local dock workers or page boys or whatever person is delivering a messenger. I write to Gramagal, I'm here in Sid Minos for a very brief time. I'm going to be stopping by in the morning. Please don't be alarmed by the group of friends that I am with. Looking forward to seeing you again. Balam. Subtlefire. And then hand that over, and we'll go visit him in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, so stay the night somewhere, stay the night on the ship.
I'll stay the night on the ship since it's free.
Right. All right, your crew will mostly scatter into the city unless you,
No, that's fine. They work for a couple days. Let them chill.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if anybody's been here before or not. I guess I would have asked that on our journey. Has anybody been to Sid Minos?
A couple people I'm sure have. The more experienced, the people you didn't hire. You had some. I guess you hired them all. You got rid of. I don't remember exactly. I've got some extra NPCs that might have been just like the regular crew, and then you got rid of Bloody Bart or whatever his name was. But
Bloody Bjorn.
Bjorn. Yeah. So some of those folks have been here before. The people that you hired to work for you were mostly newer at this, or from Bear to the south, so they are less likely to know the area. Balam, of course, can also tell you probably quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. It's Balam.
Yeah.
We got a guy. So we're not going to be in here just blind, I guess.
Yeah, I can give you city information basically through Balam as necessary. It's pretty rough right now. If you're looking to find out about where to, the lore you got on that shield was that it was crafted in the forges of Sid Minos. Those are no longer in operation, but as far as Balam believes that they've been all replaced by churches. They're and frankly, probably as a protective measure to keep put a church on top of whatever horrible things we did there, and nobody will look too closely in the future.
Okay, so let me understand this correctly. We're trying to destroy the shield in the place it was fabricated, or looking for a volcano in the middle of a city?
No, we're not looking for a volcano.
Okay.
That was always just a joke.
Yeah, that's a Lord of the Rings joke.
I actually thought we were looking for one too.
There definitely is volcano lore associated with the clergy.
They definitely threw a bunch of their gods into volcanoes.
Yeah, the old capital of Ale Primos, which is on your world map and not far from where you are, still owned by the clergy, still controlled by the clergy. It's right on the mountain range, and that's a very active mountain range. And there's a big volcano just outside the city where they did sacrifices of gold and people and gods. Good times. For those who didn't play the previous setting, the clergy 100 years ago, when the world seemed like it was going to end, they blamed their gods for failing them, summoned their gods, put them on trial, and then found them all guilty and threw them into the volcano. And that's pretty much when the clergy's power stopped being very much.
Yeah.
Suddenly they were not backed by gods, just by sort of their main god Triogenes did not succumb to this, but all the minor gods pretty much did. So
does that mean like folks like Vea, Karan, and Dana and all them, Willick, did they get cast, or are they the ones who were placed?
Those would be included in the cast into the fires.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there are people we've seen Dana cultists. There are people who believe that the gods still exist, that those gods still exist in some fashion, but who knows what that fashion is at this point.
What the fuck did you guys do to like?
No, what we did was nothing. Actually, that just happened. That was just part of the. That was just their response to the world going to shit.
Oh, so they just be hating.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. I can understand this and then realize that they're idiots for it.
Yeah.
That's actually real. That helps me in a much better way to process that. Anyway,
So yeah, officially now the clergy still worships their messiah Triogenes, the fisherman who ascended to godhood and took down the demonocracy, and some newer gods that are basically your regular standard D&D gods, wherever they need to be filtered in. But the PC gods are sort of we don't talk about those anymore, right? So yeah, that's your clergy lore for the day.
Great.
So how are we going to destroy the shield again?
Gotta find the forge. Apparently they've all been covered up.
Yeah. It's the forge. Okay, that's what I was getting confused by. Okay.
I still want to talk to Gramagal, ask him his takes on this.
Sure.
Yeah.
The thing is that the forges have been replaced by churches, and
we need more information.
Correct. And my thought process is, well, if they're all replaced by churches, does any forge that's set up in the city count, or like it does have to be a specific one? Do we have to like bring down the torch?
Let me talk. I sit down and like ask the shield.
Right.
It's in its best interest.
I mean, the shield knows where it needs to go. And I'm sure, well, I don't know if you can see the map, Kat, but to everybody else, I'm sure it's no big surprise that the place it needs to go is under the High Hall Cathedral, the one cathedral that's marked on the map. Just to keep that simple. That's where it believes the old forge, I mean, is buried, is,
Yeah.
paved over. It's down there somewhere. Not sure exactly where.
Right.
That seems like a bit of a delve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. That's cool.
I had this vision of this whole city being blown up, and I actually thought it was just because there's a volcano here. And now I'm worried.
Sure.
Yep.
Volcanoes are natural. You can't control volcanoes. They just happen. But yeah, this whole city's gonna catch on fire and die soonish.
All right.
Just letting you know that. Just passing it on.
Yeah, that's great. Let's go find. Wait, is it the morning yet?
It
Or are we
can
still-
be. It's up to you guys.
What do you guys want?
So I'm gonna stay up and look at the stars tonight. Now that my confusion is a little bit more clear.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a sudden understanding that both. Well, let's say this. I look at you, Sam, with like this sort of interesting understanding of what you said about your prophecy.
Okay. Well, it'll take looking at the stars and sleeping on it to get a response on your Sky Seer vision. So I'm going to take us to dawn the next day. And Sam, looking up at the stars from Sid Minos, you've traveled quite a bit. The stars, have a pretty basic pattern of, where they are. You travel north and south, and, you get slightly different patterns, and, and different times of year and whatnot. Standing on the deck of your ship in the Sid Minos docks and looking up at the stars is confusing, because you're getting the impression that the same stars are there, but they are seriously shifted in position, like not scrambled, but their positions are shifted far more than you've ever seen.
Okay.
Can you do some navigation to see where you would be plotted on a map or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
Sure. Give me a wisdom check.
Okay.
With proficiency for sailors tools or something. You add your proficiency bonus to it. It's whatever it is.
Okay.
I bet they're going to put you on a different planet. Just saying. But
Ability check.
Yes. You can add +2, +3, whatever proficiency bonus is for you guys right now.
Do I roll with advantage because I got the tools?
No, that's what's giving you the proficiency, the +2.
Hold on, sorry, I gotta put that in.
If you want advantage, you could use up one of your quote-unquote scrolls of enhanceability.
No, that means I use those to help people. This is just a vision, and visions lie.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, so it's similar to a different time of year. Like the stars are shifted maybe 4 or 5 months in position. And yeah, if you were to extrapolate this as movement by ship, how far it would take to shift the stars this far, you'd have sailed around the world several times, and so that doesn't work because you.
Planet.
So yeah, you're getting some really weird and unsettling readings from looking at the stars from here. And
Different time, different places should be, basically.
Yep.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Interesting. And on that, I go to sleep.
That's fine.
No problem.
I don't know what to do about it right now. I'm like, it's just, shit.
We could leave. I think my decision to stay in the water for the most part has been a good one, and I will continue to do so.
You might want to get out of the water while we're in a dock in the side of the city. It's probably not the cleanest water.
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean,
Yeah, okay.
for your sitting.
I'm out of the water. Done, okay.
In the
I saw
morning.
one turtle,
No,
like,
mine's coming out of more empathy and
In the morning, there is a return note for Balam in Gramagal's precise block text hand saying, "Come visit any time. I'll be at the tower. You know the way. You know.
Yep.
Long time. I'd love to catch up. Maybe we'll have some tea."
Oh, that would be great. There's just this like very, very broken-hearted nostalgia going on, and
You want to do on your own, or should we tag along?
I mean, that's up to you. It would be
Tag
cool.
along.
I was about to say Ingrid is one person who would absolutely adore Gramagal, or at least I feel, and same. So I'd be happy to have them with me.
Cool.
Anybody else is more than welcome to come. If you want to explore the city, this is a beautiful city, and it's very worth checking out. Please, if you can do so. If you don't, again, I understand. But I'm going there quickly.
I appreciate the invite. I would love to go hang out and see things. I want to meet. I want to meet this grandma goal.
Oh, fantastic!
Okay.
I'm gonna stay around the port. Have fun.
I'm gonna look around the city.
Cool.
All right. Hestor's going to look around the city. Well, there's a giant Hestor. I'm just going to throw people on the map so I can remember where they are. Sam's staying at the docks.
Yeah.
Balam. And
I have at last achieved my need to be a huge fat lizard. I'm so much larger than everyone else. I'm finally at peace.
Oh,
and oops, Igrin. Okay. So so Igrin's going along to see Gramagal, right? Tatulka, what are your plans for the day?
Good question. I'm gonna stay with the ship, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and just so I don't know if it changes anything. I'm just basically staying in that little blue area that looks like dock area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, probably hang out with like the local sailors in the dock area. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get to know them.
Don't feel comfortable in this city. I don't like city.
Right.
It's plenty comfortable there. Just you know, get to know the other sailors around these waters.
Yep.
Yeah. That's you meet some people who you've seen around the Mariners Guild in Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
And you talk to various sailors who've doing the routes from 2 points west. On your world map, there's all the stuff along the Avery Sea, Flint and Ali Primos, and all the way as far west as the cities in Danor. And there's people who are just sailing all around these routes that go all the way around all of these cities, and you get a lot of chat with people about the state of the world, and I can catch you up on that. in future. So basically going to give you some more rumors about stuff around the world as they pop up. Just sailor networking knowledge. Just remind me of that in the future, and I can let you know. Oh yes, you've heard stuff about here. Hestor, let's handle next.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saving the wizard tower for last. The what are you up to in the city today, Hestor? So first off, after you leave the dock area, which is very as Jay noted, it's sort of walled off from the rest of the city, and weirdos like walking turtles and bugbears are tolerated and expected there. As you get to the rest of the city, you are getting a lot of what the fuck is that looks from the mostly human population.
Okay.
But nobody's nobody's openly being like, hey, weird lizard monster thing, get the fuck out of here. They're just sort of giving you a wide berth and not wanting to get too close.
All right.
So what do you want to do?
Let's see. There's a market.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind I'm literally sightseeing, honestly. I'm going to go to the market, and then I want to see the garden and the waterway around the back, and I want to just kind of putz around.
Okay, cool.
I am not on a mission to do anything except, vaguely sightsee. If people get really rowdy about stuff, then I'll probably disguise self.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll just have you sightseeing, and if we need any information on places to go in Sid Minos that Balam does not remember, you'll be our source. So you'll be like, oh yes, I saw that place over there.
Yeah, I just want to putz around and
cool.
See if anything weird's going on.
All right. Give me an insight check on that. Hestor.
Okay. Nice. Normal.
Humans are weird. This is probably the biggest hive of humanity you've encountered, and
aren't humans my
They are your favorite enemy. Yes, that they live in these weird hives of built up rocks and trees, and it's uncomfortable. There's far too much above ground and out of the water to feel natural. But you've studied them and you know this. But I think Hestor's mostly been encountering the folks around Saltmarsh, and specifically around the lizard, like Saltmarsh and Fitore and Seaton, I think, down the coast are probably the biggest places Hestor has seen. This is the big city, and there's definitely there's so many of them. There's literally thousands and thousands of these weird monkeys here, and it doesn't smell great, and it's hard to find green spaces until you get around to that garden area, where they seem to have, for some reason, set aside area to be a sort of mockery of nature. There's a
Central Park sort of thing, right?
there's grasses that are cut short and kept stunted, and there's trees and other plant life, but put into strange formations that may have religious significance. They're like orderly rows of trees rather than just sort of growing wherever, and they're all trimmed back in an unnatural fashion. So yeah, it's a bit off-putting for a lizard folk ranger, frankly.
Or an outlander.
Yeah.
It's a mess in here.
Right. Oh. All right. The rest of you are heading to Gramagal's tower.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I mean, not so much for Johannes, but for Balaam and Igbrin, you're getting, if you're not disguising yourselves,
Well, yeah.
I can disguise myself.
Yeah, I'll just throw on a disguise self for. It's generally good policy in a city to be not noticeable.
Yeah. Nice.
This is my city. I don't care.
Right. Yeah, and you're accustomed to, you know what it's like here. And probably did. Okay, so yeah, Balaam, it's the same bullshit, different year, and the other two are disguising themselves as humans. So the way you're going, you maybe see some of the places that you used to frequent when you were here in town, doing your apprenticeship. I think it was with Gramagal. I don't remember your full details there, so feel free to correct me.
Apprenticeship and Gramagal's technically like my adopted father.
Got it.
Oh, well, now I feel rude.
You didn't know that, and that is okay. Don't feel bad.
Let's get Gramagal up to size.
Be happy? Yeah, whatever. I'm out. I'm gonna go get scoffed at. Fuck yeah.
You're still more than welcome to come around.
I'd rather be out and seeing this stuff and watching the humans in their natural habitat. To assist in my later hunting of them.
Easier to snipe them when it comes time.
They're my favorite enemy. Somewhat.
All right, so Gramagal's tower is, as you recall, at the end of a block. It's right up against the canal back there, and there's the door is arcane locked, but you remember the pass key and can and that no knocks on the door are never answered. Just
as is.
Make the proper sigil, and the door will open, and you can go in.
Yep. Before I do that, I gather Johannes, Ingrid, and Billy around, and I just say, all right, this is going to be hard, and there may or may not be things that you may or may not hear, but if you do, fine.
You know I'm all for this.
Oh, I know. And that said, if you guys happen to take a look around and catch something that sees your eye, just don't tell me right away. Just take it, but don't tell me right away.
Can we stop talking in euphemisms and tell me what the fuck you're talking about?
There's a lot of shit that's gonna go down that I can't say, but if you happen to steal shit, that's fine. Just don't tell me right away.
Oh,
are you encouraging us to steal things?
No, yes.
Okay.
Billy.
Yo.
If I say some shit and I'm cursed, what actually does happen?
If you violate the terms of our compact, then when you die, your soul will become the property of my infernal master, and you will toil in the fires of Jesus for all eternity.
Cool. And there's no way of getting out of that, right?
There are certain ways to break a compact, but I am not under any requirement to tell you what they are.
All right.
Yet.
And
anything.
Can you make an insight check for me real quick on that, Balaam?
my insight's going to be.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Rolling
I have
great
a
today.
wisdom.
Johannes and Igbrin, if they're listening into this and care, can also make insight checks if they wish to.
Sure.
Help
Fuck yeah.
Balam with his problem.
I would love to.
Pulse, do this for me.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Sounds fair.
That's a
Wow.
minus.
There's a vacuum of dumb. Oh, thank God, somebody.
Okay. So, Billy Raoul is not going to tell you how you can get out of your contract.
I figured.
At some point, Igbrin, when you've got a private moment, at some point, Igbrin will remind you that Billy Raoul also signed this contract that says he has to do whatever you tell him for the next 9 years. And if you tell him to tell you how you can get out of it, he has to do it, or he's broken his part of the contract.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I will be lawyer.
And
It me.
this is why I'm so incredibly happy that you're here. And then the last thing is this is out of aim. And I'm Scott, this is all for you. Seeing that Gramagal is half orc and he does have a lifespan of what, like 80 years or something like that. Being a wizard, would he have found a way to prolong his life?
Oh, certainly. Yeah. He's high enough level. He's undoubtedly using. There's a series of tricks that you can basically be immortal as a wizard, and liches are dumb because they should just be making clones and doppelgangers and trapping and horcruxes, essentially. I don't remember the exact series, but it's like 3 spells that basically means you never die.
Cool. All right. I feel good about this. All right. Oh, one last thing, Billy.
Yeah.
If I break my part of the bargain.
Yeah.
If I break my part of the bargain, what fully entails? Are we still hand-in-hand partners, or is that the end of it? Or you just get my soul?
Oh, I will. If you recall, he rolled a 1 on his deception roll to build the contract. So any decent imp would have written in that when you violate your part of the contract, he's free to go back to hell and get his promotion. But he did not write that in, and so he is your familiar for the next 9 years, one way or the other.
Awesome. All right. Cool. I feel even better now about this whole interaction. We're ready. Let's do this. I do the sigil and I go into I go in and I have I'm leading Johannes, Ingrid, and Billy into the tower.
Okay. The familiar front room there with various items with eyes on them, all turn their eyes to look at you as you come in, and within like 10 seconds, there's a poof of black smoke, and Gramagal in his suit and tie and fancy spectacles that he doesn't actually need, he just likes the way they look, shows up, and it has Balam in a bear hug in like 3 seconds. Just like
it's 3 seconds. I'm hugging him back within a matter of his poof coming in. I'm just like,
right?
Just this huge amount of love and respect is just pouring out right now.
Right.
You are purring.
Yeah.
I am purring. I'm doing like the whole like thing, and I'm just like
around the.
yes. It's
question before we came in. Did you want Billy Raoul to disguise himself as a raven or spider or rat or be invisible?
No.
Okay.
No, this is important.
All right. Gramagal, it's like, how you doing, you old cat? Haven't seen you in forever. What's it been? 2 years? 3 years?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
What have you been up to? Tell me everything you've learned. Sorry, my manners. Who are your friends? Who's?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is part of the story that I was getting into. We have Ingrid, Johannes, and William Raoul.
Pleasure to meet you, Igbrin, Johannes, and William Raoul. Well, we should not tell stories standing about in the foyer. Let's have tea service, shall we?
Absolutely.
A cane pops out of nowhere, and he taps it on the floor twice, and the room starts reassembling itself into a table and some chairs and some tea.
Oh, I love
service.
this guy already.
All seems to be organizing itself properly, and before you can even sit down, there is tea steeping away on the tabletop. Please choose whatever seat you like best.
I go to whatever I feel is going to be my would have been my chosen spot from like years before.
Sure, your usual spot, yeah.
My usual spot. Whoever sits next to it or attempts to, I just kind of like do like this. Dude, come on, that's my spot.
Shoo him off.
Right.
I will just try to sit in whatever spot has the most visibility.
Okay. That's gonna leave two chairs and a weird little perch for Billy Raoul. Unless Igbrin wants to get on the weird little perch.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm fine, thanks.
All right. Grandma Call will take his accustomed spot opposite Balam, and the tea will begin to pour itself as he asks you to tell your tale.
I give pretty much all like the crazy, wild bullshit that we've encountered over time, like the necromancer that we took care of, Butterskull Ranch, the dragon. I even like get really excited about the unionization of that mine with the ratmen and dwarves, and like passing on the good word of this anti-capitalistic idea, but with heavy heart, kind of having to explain that I'm now in this business, but only to propel, like the whole thing. And I'll then get to our most recent adventure before we get to Sid Minos, about our puzzle box and the shield. And that's pretty much where we start. Actually, me explaining and going into now we have the shield. Ingrid, if you would like to.
Yep. Here's the thing.
And the puzzle box, which we don't have with us, which I don't even know where it went. I don't think
you don't want to look at that.
Yeah, we felt that was right to leave. And then points over, kind of like does his hand gesture over towards to William Raoul, and then we also have William Raoul, which we'll get to in a moment.
All right, let me see this. Let me see this shield. This sounds fascinating.
Sure. It's attuned to me, so you can't really do much with it.
Sure. It's from what the boy says. It seems like it may be one of the clergy's old demon traps. I assume you probably know this already if you're attuned to it. Are you in control of your own mind at this time, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. And has the
probably the shield wouldn't have tried to look at the puzzle box, so yeah.
You'll have to tell me what you experienced trying to solve the puzzle box as well. But the shield wants to be destroyed, I assume, in order to free itself, in order to free the entity from the.
Yeah. And it seems like it's a Golden Legion, so there's not too much danger there.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Some sort of.
Yeah, you're
Hunter's digging through a box behind me, and I just want to make sure
That it's not got a. Oh yeah, there's a snake in the basement apparently. So.
Yeah.
Still in the
We think
basement?
there's a snake in the basement. We've not found it yet. It might have left, or it might have just not been found yet. I want to make sure Hunter doesn't find it.
It was a gopher snake, right?
What's that?
Like a rat snake.
Yeah, it's like a rat snake, probably. What's that?
You can just pick that sucker up and.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I have to find it again first. I threw a towel at it and it vanished. So.
You know,
You found a friend.
towel vanish trick is very good, but you can have a scaly familiar as well.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, so anyway, the entity in the shield, where was I? Wants to be destroyed so that it can be freed. Do we know what's in there? Do you know what's in there?
I
That's
think
right.
the Golden Legion guy. Yeah.
Golden Legion. So he's probably going to want to get back to his people.
Yeah.
Which there's yeah, I'm sure you know there's still a few of them about. They've
Yeah,
actually,
but pretty toothless here, so.
yeah. I don't see. I mean, probably you'd have to take this down under the High Hall Cathedral. You'd have to talk to the hierarch there, Gideon, to get permission, or
Right.
do things in a sneaky fashion, which I'm sure should be no trouble for y'all, considering what I've heard.
What
of
are we
your
likely?
adventures so far?
Do you have any idea what we're likely to deal with once there, or?
Probably. I would say some celestial guardians.
Gross.
To prevent exactly the mission that you've set yourselves to release a demon upon the world.
I guess.
What is it you hope to achieve by this?
Well, there's the cursed ghoul.
Oh, right. I forgot I forgot how it all sorted out. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Free the demon. It breaks its curse, and then the dead are allowed to rest. That is noble work. There's nothing wrong with that.
More importantly, there's more real estate open to non-cursed individuals.
Well, that's between you and your capitalism, I guess.
Well, the idea was so that we can have a shelter for the citizens to hide in.
Oh, right, from the dragon attacks, right.
It's free real estate.
I'm just assuming Gramagal knows everything at this point, but everything that you've encountered is like, oh yes, all right, yeah. So probably take the demon shield to the High Hall, get it into the basement. Maybe there's a secret passage into the old. I don't know. I'm not the dungeon master.
Well, that's better information than I had.
Look, we look at we look towards you as some level of authority here. So
sure.
I mean, Gollum does.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
It's only natural, of course you would. So, Mr. Raoul, what's the nature of your arrangement with Gollum here?
They fucking.
I don't doubt it.
I'm farting around in an awful garden to miss that.
Hey, Tolka and Sam also are messing around in the docks, and they missed that too. So
they're also fucking.
What's going on?
What I'm doing in the docks. Personal business.
This is where things become complicated.
No.
and hard, and well, I'm happy that Johannes and Ingrid are here because they've kind of guided me through a lot of other sort of interesting issues in
Yeah.
defense. Well, you're kind of the double on the shoulder. No, no
I
offense.
mean,
Hey!
can you really call me that when you have a William Rowell?
It's all subjective and in context. And Ingrid has had a lot of great wisdom and insight on things. So here's where we stand. When we were retrieving the puzzle box, Sam was in really, really bad tight spot. If he didn't get that puzzle box and out of there without being spotted, he would have been killed. And you know for a fact that I couldn't let one of my friends, one of my people, die in a situation like that. So I called. Actually, Billy Rowell just popped himself into existence and offered to help for a price.
Always here when needed.
Yeah, thanks. And so I signed the contract. He kept his part of the deal, and I saved Sam. But now I have horrible information, and if I tell anybody, I am doomed to eternal damnation.
Sure.
So
that sounds that's a hell of a thing to live with. No pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. So the deal is this. I clearly care a lot about you, and you're a driving factor into my life, and you've definitely helped me and guided me to trying to build a just world. I don't think in good heart I can stand living with this and not being able to change anything, and I'm willing to sacrifice my soul just so I can at least keep some sort of goodness that I believe in this world.
Billy Rowell's like on his little perch. He's set his tea down and he's rubbing his hands together excitedly.
That's not good.
No, this is not, but this is the character that I'm playing, so here it is.
Yo, Ballum, actually, yeah.
What?
Ballum doesn't have to break his contract. But yeah, you should probably come and like hang out with us on our ship, yeah, Gramagal? We're friends and all. Be our wizard.
That's an interesting offer. Tell me more about this secretive organization that wants all the toys.
Yeah, the shitty obscurati. They sure want all the toys. I mean, it's obvious, like, everyone knows what they're doing, and they're doing it badly, right? Like, this isn't a centuries-long conspiracy that takes over every country in the world and, you know, manipulates all political power behind the scenes. This is just a bunch of treasure hunters trying to, you know, do the thing.
Mm-hmm. I would be interested in working to find out what that group's up to, and allowing another group to rebuild the world in their own image. Could be.
You willing to relocate for that?
Where would we be relocating?
Right now we're mostly in Saltmarsh, but we've got this great ship thing going. If you've ever wanted to travel, like we go back and forth to Bear a lot, and you can visit the old country, you know.
Oh, yes, it's travel by sitting in a ship and letting the wind and water move you to another location. That is That would be novel, indeed. I, of course, travel to the old country all the time. I was just there yesterday, but
yeah, I forget what you can do with enough magic.
Yep.
But I could be interested in this. Balam, is this a course of action you would? Is this what you were trying to talk me into?
You don't need to answer that, Balam.
Let's
just say that it would be really advantageous.
Or nice.
We just walked
there.
What was that?
I was gonna say, or nice to have you around. But I'm not. So.
There's just this locking eyes between Ingrid and I. Like, there's no nod, there's no shake. It's like you just see deep into the soul of. Yep.
Dude, your pupils are enormous. What did you eat?
Ingrid just saved soul.
Yeah.
Cutting this up.
You guys were both eating the same damn mushrooms. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you were to lift up my hands from the table, you would just see literal condensation. Literal condensation and just like probably heavy heart pounding.
Yeah.
And that is it. That is just this moment.
All right.
Eyes dart back to Billy Rowell, over to Gramagal, back to Ingrid, over to Johannes, and just like waiting for something right now.
Yeah.
All right. So. I'm not sure. All right, I see what you're getting at. Balam wants me to leave town. He can't say as much. Your friend Igrin has told me as much, that it would be wise for me to leave town and join you on your exciting adventures. I never would have learned this information if you had not come to visit me, Balam. I don't think me leaving, quote unquote, of my own accord because Igrin asked me to, would keep you safe, frankly. But there are ways around infernal contracts if you're willing to take that on. You're a good person, Balam, and I know you don't want to live with whatever that devil is making you live with. So it's I understand your concern. I don't want you to be damned for all time. So shit, son. It'd be safer for you if I stayed here. It would be hazardous for you if I go with you, but together, the three of us, the four of us, sorry, Johannes, might be able to sort out. Might be able to sort out how to get you free. It sounds like you've got until you die to figure it out. So just don't die on the way there, and you'll be fine.
Cool. Where there?
It's wherever in the deepest depth of hell they're keeping that contract.
Cute. Hell heist.
That would actually be really fucking fun.
Yeah.
And boy howdy, would I love to have the crew come on a hell heist with me, but I digress. Again.
Right, Mr. Raoul. That's where that's what happens to infernal contracts. They get put somewhere safe, hidden away. Billy Raoul just kind of looks at him like, I don't have to answer your questions.
I look over to Billy Rywell and been like, answer the man's questions.
Okay. Guys. This is really dumb, though. You were just about to spill everything.
Sorry to disappoint.
All right.
Don't disrespect the one who I have the most respect for. Thank you very much.
It's very exciting. Very exciting.
We used the one of the 6 infernal forms to create a compact in the vellum scroll written on in blood. We both signed, and it has vanished to a secure location on Giza. I do not know the location. It would have to be found out, and the scroll is immune to all harm except being burned in hellfire. Doing so voids the contract for all parties.
It's handy that it's right there.
Say that again?
It's handy that the hellfire's right there.
It is, but I don't know where it is, so I can't get out of this deal if I want to. If he's not going to play along and, fucking be tormented by his knowledge, then it takes like 90% of the fun out of it. But I guess if we get his soul, then that'll work out. But yeah, so yes, please take as many risks as possible, Balam, so that we get your soul before you're able to find that contract and burn it up.
Cool.
That would be my honest response. God damn it.
Billy, I'm beginning to respect you more and more. I appreciate that. And this is how we form friendships and bonds.
Whatever. We form bonds by signing vellum scrolls in blood.
You'll find that the vellum scrolls written in blood is the journey this entire time, something of that nature.
I mean, if you're not going to be tormented, and
don't worry, you can torment me with other things.
Yo, we don't need to hear this.
No, I'm talking.
That's private. You go fucking talk about that in private.
Just as like, what the fuck are you talking about? Look, come on. There's other things. Anyway, Ben a dog like. What? Yeah. All right. So that's where we're at. I think we're good. Grandma Gall, your choice in whatever the matter is. Whatever you say, I will respect it, but you also know how I feel, and I can't say anything after that.
Yes. I'll not accompany you at this time, but I will join you soon. I have some things I need to take care of here in town, and I'd like to get that done before you leave. I will join you. Tell me about your ship. Tell me about your ship in detail.
Fuck, the last person who should tell you about the ship.
What's its name, for starters?
It's the Sea Ghostbuster.
Okay. Names are powerful. That's important.
Yes, the Sea Ghostbuster.
How many masts does it have?
How many masts?
Yes.
Johannes will try to answer that based off memory.
Yeah, it has 3.
3 masts. It's
what color are the sails? That can frankly be answered by our sailors who are not there, whatever decision they've made on sail color.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can tell you this: we have two amazing sailors on our ship, and they can answer all the amazing questions about it.
Right. Well, yeah. Perhaps I should have a look at it then. Once I've seen it, I should be able to go to it. I was just trying to do things, as,
Oh,
as
I
as impressively as possible. But I suppose I could look upon the vessel.
uh,
Aren't you in a tower?
Yeah, but it's a big city.
Okay.
Strange voice from the other realm.
Sorry.
So you're very interesting character. I like you. You're quite the sorcerer, I can see.
Wizard.
Oh no,
What?
he's not a sorcerer.
I am no base
Conjurer
user. I am no conjurer of cheap tricks. I have made, unlike several people in this room, I have made no deals with otherworldly powers to get my magic.
Hey now.
Well, I take offense to this as well. What do you know about? Because you're very knowledgeable as well, correct?
Of course, yes. Thank you for noticing.
What do you know about Dendar the Knife Serpent?
Dendar the Night Serpent. So,
Sounds shitty.
as you know, the universe tends to fall into certain patterns, and one of those patterns is the snake that will devour the sun and bring about the end times. And this world had one of those, but it got jumpy and tried to get ahead of schedule and make the end of the world happen when it should not have. And when this,
The voice of Virat, definitely a pretender. Yes.
yes, the so-called voice of Rot, which is not even a god, a titan, tried to become a god, and he failed, as we are all still here. Um, Perhaps he succeeded in an alternate reality, and we are in a different reality. But that's far beyond the scope of this discussion. But anyway, during his during the cataclysm that broke the boundaries of this closed system, many other entities were able to enter and leave at will, and the universe called, I think, to this Dendar, seeing that there was a sudden giant snake-shaped hole in our cosmology, and I believe she joined us during the year of no stars, which was actually about 20 months, but that's not important. It's hard to keep track of time when there's no sunrise. And I believe she joined us in that time and has taken up, started to gain power amongst the people who once would have worshipped the voice of Rot, but such as yourself and undoubtedly the culture from which you come. Does that about line up with your expectations?
Sounds about right. I mean, I feel like you're selling Dendar a little bit short.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah, I'll take it. But it's good information. That's
we've had bad experiences around here with giant snakes that want to end the world, and I would have been perfectly happy if we decided if we'd not attracted another one, frankly.
okay. That's fair. I mean, Dendar's not necessarily attracted to the end of the world, more so attracted to, well, eating anything. But the biggest appetite, so to speak, would be nightmares, effectively. They say if the first dream had not been a nightmare and just been a regular dream, we'd have a very, very different situation. But since the first dream was probably more or less a nightmare, then that's where Dendar comes from, to, cull that.
Interesting.
That's useful, right? Can't have everyone running around with nightmares.
I believe the dream state is used to for the consciousness to work out its issues while in a less corporeal state, and denying the consciousness that natural and rehabilitative process by devouring their thoughts does not seem very helpful to the individual so affected. But you believe what you will, sir.
It's a very interesting point. I feel like talking theology would be a really, really fun topic with you. But I feel like we don't have time for all of that.
It seems like I'm being shanghaied, and so there's probably a different word for that in this this world. I'm being Danored,
Yeah.
and
No, I mean no disrespect. I just I don't want to have these guys sit around and watch us talk about snake gods all day.
Right. Fair enough. Well, it seems like there will be ample time in future for these sorts of discussions. So we can table this for later. I'm fascinated to hear more of your thoughts and show you where you're wrong.
Okay.
God, someone's gonna tank that.
Now I feel so bad for Johannes. I was like, oh,
I mean,
don't crush his snake dreams. Jeez.
Hey, I wrote my character to be a snake Mormon for a reason. He's not going to listen to anything.
Right? Yeah.
You're still allowed to believe in whatever you want to believe.
Snake Mormon.
Snakes.
Norman.
Cool. I guess one last thing. You got a spell book or anything like that floating around? It's been a while and I'm misplaced mine and I just show up like a thing that looks like a zine. To see if he has like just something, I don't know, so I could start shoveling spells into it.
Copy paste.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can get you one of the starter books. You're finally going to focus on on making your magic more ordered and precise.
That's the goal. I'm realizing that I realize when I cast magic, it still does the thing. Well, remember the last time I did that and I like turned you into a chicken?
I do. Took 10 years off my life. That was another side effect.
Yeah, so it still happens from time to time, and I think it's high time that I stop relying on myself and more on what we actually do to make magic.
Turn it into a chicken?
It was a long story. I was trying to. We'll get back to that later.
It's fascinating, but yeah, we'll get back to it later.
It doesn't need to be discussed at this time.
No. It was so embarrassing.
It doesn't need to be discussed at this time. I'd be happy to get you one of these starter books. That can be some of my preparations before departing. Is putting together a nice folio for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. I hope everyone's enjoyed their tea.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Billy Raoul, did you enjoy your tea? No. All right, fair enough.
It was quite lovely.
It seems we all have important matters to attend to, so pardon my my brusqueness, but I believe it is time for you to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Valam, I will deliver your new first spell book to your ship this very day.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
And I advise all of you to not return to this tower. It will be suitably defended by the time I leave.
Sure.
Should there be a reason why we're not coming back?
Let's not get into that.
That's among the things we're not discussing.
Yeah, that's among the things.
Okay.
I'll tell you the true story.
He's making preparations to leave and in some capacity be your Gandalf, and he's not the Balam. You understand that to mean that the sigil of opening that you used to get in will not work after you leave, and yeah, he's gonna put up whatever magical defenses he needs to put up while he's away.
Yep, that's cool. I 100% get it. Okay, I just run over. I give him a big, huge bear hug, and like just, I don't know. There's still this weird, deep uncertainty and like just underlying melancholy still there, but big, huge hug. Really excited, and says goodbye and nods off to the rest of the people and say, "All right, let's roll."
How to get your cat ass into the boat?
Yeah, let's drag my cat ass back to the boat.
All right. Proceed. Make time travel forward a few hours. It's clearly, more conversation going on than what we covered. Balam retelling the entire tale of your adventures and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is, say, midday or so. I assume you folks had a plan to meet back at the ship or meet somewhere and proceed with your tasks here in Sid Minos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think
Correct.
Robin, no, not Robin. Jose said
Yeah.
he was going to be back, but he seems to be back, so it looks like we're good.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, and Robin also. Okay. Oh. Fucking. All right. So, how? What's the next step? What do you want to sort out?
I think I'd like to get closer to the High Hall.
Sure.
Pulse around there.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Where's the High Hall? That's the wrong chapter entirely. All right. Yeah, the High Hall is, up on a raised, up on a hill, maybe a spire. I think I've got a picture of it around here somewhere. Where are you, High Hall Cathedral? No, I don't see the good picture that I saw before. That's fine. It's not important. It's a castle on a it's a castle / cathedral up on a raised bit of land. It has some buildings, on the slope leading up to it. But there's definitely there's a wide avenue from the garden you're coming up, Hestor, that leads, clearly meant to invite people to come up the, however many hundred steps there to the entrance to the cathedral. The cathedral is inside a castle type area, but the gate to that castle area is open. The cathedral is well lit, and the spires of the cathedral are easily visible from pretty much anywhere in the city, up above, extending above the walls of the defensive perimeter. And you could just go right in if you
I'm
wanted.
gonna cast Disguise Self before I kind of leave the garden proper.
Okay.
Like I'd rather be, in like a little stand of trees and then walk out a different person.
Sure.
All right. There we go.
Excellent.
Cool. Sure. I'll walk around in there.
Gonna go check out the cathedral.
Sure.
All right, I can do that.
No, wait.
Everybody else's. I'm going to activate the High Hall Cathedral. Everybody else's tokens are on the map, just so you can see what's going on if you wish. Hestor, there you are.
I see nothing yet.
Hestor, you're soon loading into High Hall Cathedral.
Huh. All right.
Wow.
This is a very ornate place, obviously. There are magical light sources scattered about. There is a balcony up on the second, like from the entrance, you can see there's some staircases leading up to the balcony. Feel free to move around and get better line of sight at everything if walls are in your way. I did not put the outer walls on this. I didn't want to block line of sight too much.
I want to look at everything. Wow. There's a whole bunch of like dead guys. I want to see that. What's all that?
Wait.
Yeah, look at these guys.
So yeah, these are there's plaques indicating these various saints and martyrs of the clergy who fought in various wars or caused miracles to happen and whatnot, and helped to convert the savage races of the world to the proper worship of Triogenes. This kind of very human-centric BS.
There's no humble hook on there.
Well, that's because I did not have the.
Oh, okay.
There is not a giant cathedral that happens to be perfectly made for Zeitgeist. So yeah, they've actually taken this fist, this armored glove, armored gauntlet, as a bit of a holy symbol, and you can see that there's places where the humble hook perhaps once was, and now there's this armored fist. It seems a little bit more militant than the clergy you're used to experiencing, or out in the hinterlands, they still mostly follow Triogenes, and you're getting a much more warlike church here.
Sticks.
What's that?
I said all it needs to do is be holding a bunch of sticks.
Yes.
God.
There's no faskies.
No?
No.
Not blatantly.
Not blatantly.
All right, what about this light?
It is some sort of glowing crystal that's suspended in midair by itself. There's a little bit of a high-pitched whine coming from it.
I would like to investigate that.
Sure.
Yeah. I want to look at shit, and I want to roll things, and I want to see what's up. That's like the most fun for me.
It's a summoned entity that has been. It is an elemental that has been summoned and frozen in place to provide light for the church.
That's bad.
That's fucked up.
I don't like that.
Wow.
And they all are, I bet. Okay.
Ooh.
Let's keep wandering, I guess.
Not gonna freeze them into a light.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nobody else is actually here. I just put you on the map so you can see what Totolko or what Hester was up to. But
yeah.
but
I
yeah.
won't then.
So there's massive doors there you can see, which are open, of course. It's
Do they seem like they got any runes on?
runes. No.
I mean, oh well.
I mean they have various holy symbols. They you do see the humble hook on those doors. They seem pretty old. They've not replaced any of the iconography on them. There's no. What's that?
More of this elemental trap.
Yeah, these are rather than floating, they've encased something similar in basically a light pillar.
Fucked up.
There's a few worshippers in various places. There's clearly a priest who's tidying things up in this central area. But it's not just him in here. There's probably a dozen people in various pews praying and making offerings and whatnot.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep being nosy.
Okay.
It's like the Duomo or something. Cut around. What's that? Wow. Oh, it's another big guy.
Right. God, these things are huge. It's
Yeah.
5, 10, 15 foot caskets, sarcophagi.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I mean,
they are big. They're like 3 dudes big.
Yeah. I mean, it is a central tenet of the Triogenes faith that by excelling and defeating your enemies, you can become more powerful and level up. It's possible that is symbolically. It's probable that is symbolically represented in the literature with larger people. So I'm happy to go with that. And it's probably a normal sized person stuck inside a 15-foot long sarcophagus to make the saint seem more impressive.
All right. What kind of stained glass do they have? What's all this stuff on the altar? What are these little things back here? I bet it's candles.
Those are what are those?
Are those bells?
Yeah, they appear to be bells.
Oh no, I think they're candles. Actually,
they might be candles.
They could be, they're whatever. They're candle bells. So the stained glass, of course, retells the story of Triogenes and his humble fishing hook, and how he rose from being a simple fisherman to a man who would lead an uprising to topple the demonocracy and take their power, and then used the sacrament of apotheosis to ascend and become a god and spread the word of his faith to, and his spread the faith to the entire world, teach humans that they had the most power if they just believed in themselves and went and defeated their enemies. They too could rise to godhood through deeds. And there's some sort of that story retold in all of the stained glass about the place. The giant statue in the center and the fist, those are very not Triogenes symbols. That's new stuff. That's it's not reflected in the stained glass. So that's.
Is that a Miria?
Why, yes, it is.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay. Honestly, I looked over and I was like, I see boobs. I bet that's a Miria. That's the thought that went through my head.
You are doomed to be a reptile alarmed by Amiria's boobs indefinitely.
This is unnecessarily mammalian, I think. All right. What is this? Is this a little like canopy? Can you go under that? Who's this guy?
This is Father Gideon, who will happily tell you all about the place. This is basically a low altar. It's about 3 feet high, where people can put their offerings before Emiria and the symbol of her army, and the right hand of Emiria here. Well, I'm sure they got some better name for it. The armored fist, the gauntlet,
I got a question.
The hell fist. Yes.
What's on that shield?
What's that?
What's on that shield?
This shield?
Yeah.
It's a. What does it look like to you, A?
It looks like a horned head on.
Yeah, sure is.
Ah!
It's like. It's a demonic sort of face with horns and open mouth. It's hard to tell whether the sculptor intended it to look like it is the boss of the shield, or whether it was being displayed as a fallen enemy upon the shield in some grotesque fashion.
Does it look like the shield we got?
No, it's not the same shield.
All right.
It might be a similar shield. And that shield that you have certainly has changed form according to several people's analysis of it. But it does not seem to be a representation of the same shield as far as you can tell.
Okay. All right. Oh, there's stairs. Where do those go? Down or up?
These stairs go up.
Okay.
Yeah, there and there. Same with these stairs.
Like, is this more stained? No, that's penance. That's banners. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sort of in the fashion of battlefield battle standards. They seem to. This is newer iconography. You're getting the tale of Emiria leading her Hell Riders into hell, as they say, where which, based on what you've heard recently, or at least what the other PCs have heard, is probably more likely Jiza. But Emiria leading her Hell Riders in the years after the Cataclysm 100 years ago to take the fight directly to the demons before they could overtake the world in the darkness. And Emiria being a legendary figure who was known to associate with the gods, and said to appear throughout history from time to time when humanity is at its weakest, to help fight off the evils. So, yeah, that's her.
Yep.
So they seem to be Father Gideon here can tell you that they are very they since the church collapsed, Emiria came to them and led them, showed them that they needed to take up the old ways of Triogenes and go and defeat the demons wherever they were. And she led a crusade through a portal into hell, and none of them ever came back.
Cool.
So is Emiria a Shimashim too?
That's a good damn question.
That would be amazing.
I'm just wondering. And I know Emiria and Huron looked exactly the same, so that's also fun.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, this guy can tell me stuff.
Yeah.
Where has he been?
Yeah, that's the the banners and the iconography couldn't give you all that information. Probably, I'm sure Father Gideon here has been helping fill out the details for you, newcomer. And of course, you're disguised as a human at this point, so he's
He is being as racist as he wants to be.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs. I want to see the view from upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, which upstairs do I want? There's several. I have choice. I think maybe this tower. The stairs seem much fancier. Hey, what's this? Oh, that's just I think that's books.
Yep. Yeah, that's a bookshelf.
All right. If this was any RPG I was playing, I would immediately be like, "Give me the books that are in the bookshelf."
Yeah.
Bookshelf, tell me everything. But probably not. So.
I don't know if I have
Actually,
the.
yeah, I'm gonna look at this. All right, what do I look at? What do I roll?
Oh, those books. Perception to see if you find something interesting.
Okie dokie. Sure. Four. I do not. Bored as hell. What is this? Human garbage. All right. Another trapped light.
Yep.
Actually, is anything behind Emiria?
No. Well, give me a perception there.
Okie dokie. All right.
No.
All right, upstairs it is then.
All right. Up there.
I feel like do you guys want to explore this too? I'm like snagging
No,
all
you're
the
good.
information.
You're good.
You do your scouting.
I mean, we're all watching it, so it's kind of cool. But you're just doing your own thing.
All right.
Yeah, upstairs there. That leads to offices and residences for priests, and it's where the bookkeeping and whatnot goes on. Bookkeeping and sleeping mostly up there, and it's basically just this north section of the chapel. Of the cathedral. There's a tower on each side, and then they meet up on the second floor, and then there's a third floor as well with more offices and whatnot. Maybe a few, probably a couple rooms with views over the city, with little other little places to worship. But I don't have mapped for that, sadly. So
That's fine for the second floor. All right.
yeah, but it does not connect to what are these stairs down here. In fact, it's not even open to the. There's definitely a wide open area where the giant statue of Emiria is. You've got this domed cathedral going on here, and
The height goes up a couple stories and cuts that off.
What's that?
The height of the statue and the vault and everything probably cuts off any link between the two, unless there was like a.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's fine.
Go ahead.
And go to the other stairs.
All right. Those are much more exciting.
Oh, are they? All right. That's what I thought. Like, found the boring stairs. All right.
Let's see if I can get this to work.
Uh-oh.
Do the thing.
Ah!
There we go.
Whoa! There's the organ.
There's the organ. Giant organ. And, there's a balcony there to the south of the organ.
Could you move the camera?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It'll catch up.
Thank you.
I just realized that you were just looking at nothing.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm like, wow.
So we've got the massive organ here, some balcony pews, couple of decorative towers, and an outdoor balcony to the south here.
Ooh. Anything? All right. A lot of the times, these little like out of the way places. I mean, this is just me knowing that there's like usually little altars in here. Do I see anything like that? Little or holy things.
Oh yeah, they haven't put as much detail on this except for the frickin' organ, but yeah, there's definitely little spots. It seems like these towers are a little more utilitarian. I mean, they've got the ornate floor and everything, but there's no worship available. Nothing set aside for worship in these areas. They look more defensive. In fact, there's probably a couple of cathedral guards in these areas. It's tourism time right now, so you're free to look around at how impressive their defenses are. How prepared they are to deal with the next demonic invasion.
That's just another form of worship, really.
Right.
Oh God. I am not going to touch the organ.
But the keys are like the
they are right there.
Sounds like
the white keys are like slightly glowing, projecting light, and the black keys seem to be absorbing light. They're pretty impressive.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably fucked up.
I want to investigate that. What's that?
Press a button. It's too tempting. You want to. You would do it in real life.
No, I wouldn't, Jay. You know how embarrassed I get when people even look at me in real life.
All right.
But Hastor would. I just want to investigate it first before I get. Actually.
Hastor knows music too.
Oh yeah.
Oh
so
my
God!
If
I want a big noise. I would have to like pump up the bellows and everything.
Right. Well, that's assuming it's not magical.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to sit in the big chair? There's a big chair there.
Huge chair. I've noticed. It's very big.
Oh God.
But yeah, I want to use perception on the keys and see what those might be.
Okay, go for it.
Even helps. I think it's probably Arcana, but oh well.
Yeah. Give it an Arcana check. It seems like a well-built organ, from what you can tell. That's all your perception gives you on it. That's what it looks like. It's probably some sort of fucking church magic.
Church magic.
Some sort of fucking human church magic.
Gross. All right. I'm going to go outside before I Here's the thing, is that the organ looks like a big, good distraction, and I want to save that for whatever stupid thing I do later. All right. This is the outside balcony, right?
Yes.
Cool. What's out here?
A great view of the place you just came from, the gardens below. Out here, it's actually pretty bare. There's some more of those banners, those like battle standards hanging on the front of the cathedral behind the balcony here, and then it's actually pretty undecorated. Other than that, seems more like they use it for presentations and whatnot, and they decorate it for that. But right now, it's just kind of concrete balcony. It's actually the least impressive thing you've seen here, and that includes the offices and residences that you just kind of walked through.
Okay, why does it look so shitty?
That's a good question.
Investigation. Like, why is this Is this because they just dump oil on it like all the time? Is this the boiling oil place?
Give me that investigation roll.
All right.
There is definitely some ashy residue on the concrete out here. You believe things are perhaps burned in effigy here in a large display to the cheering throng below.
Oh.
Maybe an effigy. You're not sure. That's maybe this is just where they burn the heretics.
I don't think Hestor would think effigy first. So
True.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
That's where the barbecues happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you have to cook food before you eat it.
Yeah.
Or people think you're weird. Okay. Where is... I'm gonna honk the organ.
Okay.
I gotta. I do honk the organ.
Okay.
Right.
Do you try to play anything, or are you just like hitting a note?
I'm just kind of see if it's even on.
All right. It is definitely on.
Let's see.
I found some lovely church organ music on YouTube, and it's on the Discord.
Excellent. Excellent.
Really?
Make a performance roll. Come on, Hestor. Make a performance roll.
I have -1 charisma.
Oh, but you know music. Don't you have it as a skill?
Yeah, I can do music. I can't perform though.
Details.
I mean, I've got a proficiency in viol. I don't know how much that translates.
You got a proficiency. Oh, viol. That doesn't seem like it's gonna translate a whole lot.
You know, if I picked maybe the dulcimer or something, it might be closer. But
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably do like a little crappy tune, just because, you know, whatever.
Go for it. Yeah.
Much better tune than you think.
Honk.
Thanks.
Yep. That's it. I don't know enough.
Do not toot
Really?
They just keep coming.
Okay.
I found a YouTube channel that this is all this guy does.
I could see that you did find a YouTube. Okay. What I want to do, now that I've looked around like a normal tourist, is I want to steal one of these lights.
Ooh. All right.
Hey.
Pick a light.
I want to pick one out of the way. I'm not going for these upstairs ones because there's guards here.
Right.
That would be dumb.
I will make the upstairs go away.
Thank you. I'm going back downstairs. Where did I see guards? Are there some out front? Probably.
There's probably some out front. Yeah, there aren't any in the main chapel area here. There's, I wouldn't say a guard, but there's probably a tour guide docent who's here in the sort of saint reliquary in the front, but in the cathedral proper, there are no guards.
Okay. Are there any doors? Like, what's this? Is this a window? What is this?
That is a window. There are no other doors that you can see except for the main ones.
Is there a light that's doing less work than the other lights and wouldn't be noticed if I took it? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Clearly, the ones that are free floating would be easier to deal with than the ones that are contained in cylinders.
Yeah. Like this. Is there anybody? Well, no, he could see me from there. Fuck that.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. Hey. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking.
That voice
Something
from
like
beyond.
I was trying to head over there, and it was like, you could lie with a wall. And fuck. Okay.
Right? Some of the few walls I actually put on here. How are you going to do this? It is free-floating, seemingly suspended by magic. It is...
I'm gonna poke it and see if it moves.
It does not.
Ah. Does it seem attached to anything?
Nope.
So it's held in place by magic. What have I got? Oh, you know what else I want to do while I'm here? I want to roll primeval awareness.
Oop.
Can you say that again? You broke up.
Me?
Yeah, you want to roll?
I wanted to try primeval awareness.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because I just realized I should do that. Does that do anything? I don't even know.
It just that shows me the description so that I can remember what I'm supposed to actually tell you.
Okay, cool. And I picked out the spell slot on my own. It did already. Okay.
Nice. So yeah, focus your awareness on the region around you. Following types of creatures within 1 mile of you. There's definitely undead. And fiends.
Wow. Really?
And
here?
Elementals, obviously.
Yeah. Undead and fiends, huh?
Yep.
I suppose there's some in the sea, but I don't know if I'm close enough. I am at the coast.
Yeah.
So I get 6 miles in my favored terrain. So
I'll give you 1 mile into the city and 6 miles into the coastal area around the city.
Got it. Cool.
Which the city is bigger than 1 mile, so.
All right.
But yeah, so extending it out away from the city, there's definitely a large undead presence on and around the offshore island in which there is the crypt.
Yep.
There is a celestial presence also on that island. You are not picking up any celestial presence in this cathedral.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's messed up. That's incorrect, isn't it?
That's against their basic messaging. Yes.
What did we leave behind? Who did we not?
And
we did nothing with the clergy. The clergy just fucked itself up over and over again.
No, I know, but in the tower around the island, I'm trying to remember.
There were a lot of fucking demons. There were in the lust room. There were like a ton that wouldn't go anywhere.
Rooms of people.
Yeah.
And there was that little white cat.
Yeah, there was a weird little familiar cat.
I had to leave him.
Mm-hmm.
To refresh your memory, yeah, you guys made several visits to that crypt. The first one was during the train visit. The second one was chasing Kasparina's memories, and at that time, the lighthouse tower there was being watched over by some celestials who had assigned themselves the task of keeping the of guarding the vault.
We fucking hated them.
Yeah.
Oh, they sucked, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They were.
So yeah, you're getting celestial and fiend energy and undead energy all from that island out there. This is, as you sailed past, this is sort of you thinking back on it, your primeval awareness. In this area, in the city itself, you're getting undead, you're getting fiends, you're getting elementals. You're not getting fae or dragons or celestials or aberrations.
Okay, that seems incorrect. Seems wrong. So the light doesn't move, does it?
No, it does not.
This is just something trapped in here, huh?
Yeah.
Would I be able to figure out how to let it go, or is that absolutely wizard shit?
That, as far as you can tell, is absolutely wizard shit. That's probably a dispel magic or some other, counter magic to break whatever permanent enchantment is holding this in place.
Okay, so I couldn't do it.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
I'm gonna pull on it, and
yeah.
Is there anyone around? Anyone nearby?
No, there's no one nearby.
Cool. Then I'm gonna pull on it.
Like, maybe when you poked it, there was somebody in the pew there who was praying, and they're like, well, this is rude. This person's just tourists, like, fucking poking the lights. I'm gonna go somewhere more private.
That's exactly how Haster operates.
You're able to, you try to pull on it, and it does not budge. It does not move at all. You feel like you could just, like, hang from it if you wanted to.
I will. Okay, and then I drop before someone sees me. Man, do I hate that elemental being in there. Seems very rude.
Yeah.
It's frozen?
Yeah. Or at least it's not moving. It sort of seems like a crystal that's just sort of a multifaceted crystal that's floating there. If you hadn't had the insight to figure out that it's an elemental, you would just assume it's a cool glowing rock. But it's a glowing rock that seems to be alive and trapped.
Okay, this is a cathedral. And dang it. Let me give it a little smack.
Okay. It's all right. Nothing really out of the ordinary happens. You've smacked a glowing floating rock. So nothing out of the ordinary by those standards.
Dang. All right, I don't know what to do about this. I don't have any magic, and if I hit it really hard, I'm going to get caught.
This is probably beyond. Hastura can detect that this is beyond their abilities to solo. You might need some help from the magic end of your party to deal with this.
Don't like this, and I also think it could give me information, maybe, about people going and coming, if it sees anything, but... Ugh.
Fire elemental release. City burns to the ground. Prophecy fulfilled.
What?
Said we could fulfill the prophecy of the city burning to the ground by releasing a bunch of fire elementals that are angry.
Or just be knocked over by accident by Hastur.
Right.
Cries and ball
Okay, I'm gonna hit this thing harder.
Okay. Could you not?
I was about to say, cue that Cruel Angel's thesis video going up.
Yeah, so you've now attracted the attention of the of Father Gideon, who's like, "I'm sorry, can I help you?"
How does this work?
It is a gift from one of the Crusades. These were given to us several hundred years ago.
Do you get gifts from Crusades?
Yes. Yeah, that's... you go on a
The
crusade.
concept of the crusade gives you a gift.
When they're successful and they return.
Well, no, I mean, like, the crusade doesn't give you things, you take things.
I don't think that's a proper way to look at the purging of evils from the world. I think that I don't think you're appreciating the gifts of Triogenes and the martyrs. But perhaps I could share some literature with you to help you. If let me show you one of my favorite books on the subject. If you'd like to go to check out the reading library.
Sure, let's check out the reading library.
I
will take this bait.
Yeah, sure. It's actually one of these nooks under the stairs. There's these bookshelves, and you know.
I was gonna be like Babby's first holy hook or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, something is there's a story there about the resources of the demons are that they used against us can be part of taking that power for ourselves is reconfiguring their resources for our benefit, and if such resources it leaves the impression that otherworldly life forms like elementals, demons, devils, etc. are not really life forms. So using them for the advancement of human destiny is sort of a divine right, and you get the impression from this book that putting an elemental into magical suspended animation and using its life force as a light for your cathedral is just part of the Holy Order.
Oh. That's interesting. So the elemental was used by the demons, and now it's used by you guys.
I don't think Father Gideon would differentiate between the words elemental and demon.
Oh, well, I would. So if you have any questions, then I will answer them. Elementals aren't the same.
Elementals are some demons specialize in specific elements in order to create a heretical order and try to sway the thoughts of the unfaithful to think there is an order beyond the divine order of Triogenes.
Huh.
Wow.
It is all an illusion. It is all demons.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
this is seriously back to like 4th edition cosmology when the churning chaos, the elemental chaos was like demons and elementals all thrown together instead of a whole bunch of different planes. But
I figured elementals were just nature things.
That is how much they've corrupted the world.
Because I mean, if they are just nature things, then all they did was trade masters.
Let me show you another book.
Any good books over here?
Of course, we have the good book.
I'm asking you, Scott, not.
No, there's a bunch of.
It's a bunch of glorified Jack Chick tracks over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you for the literature.
Of course, here's a pamphlet, and here's
Didn't you guys used to like make stuff here? Like you have this army.
Where did you hear that?
Can you make these again? Can you get these?
Books? Yes, we have a printing press.
No, not the books. The lamps.
Oh, there would have to be a new crusade to. I think those came from Avalona.
Avalona.
Mhm.
I thought all the demons were on Jessa.
Well, the demons have been in many places. We here in this place we venerate the crusade of Amiria to Giza. But yes, the demons can be anywhere. Demons can be here. Demons are everywhere. But these specifically came from a crusade to Avalona.
Like even in the temple, or even in your cathedral.
Temptations are everywhere. With this.
Oh, philosophical demons. I've heard of philosophy.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Well, then you mean real demons?
Yes.
Here can be in here.
It is part of the protections of this place to prevent that from happening. But we.
Well, then they can't be everywhere.
You're making him mad.
I mean, except for these demons that you brought in here, that are
Right.
just hanging.
Right.
And those demons can be in here. Why are these demons okay to be in here and other ones are not?
Because these were gifts.
Oh, I thought maybe these were different kinds of demons that weren't a problem for you guys.
These have been.
And if they aren't a problem for you guys, because
subdued.
they can be your safe cathedral, then why do you think putting them in here is okay?
I'm not sure I understand the question. We need light.
You know, candles are a thing.
They are wasteful. Why should I take wax candles from the poor who need them more than I when I have the gifts of the Crusades to light my cathedral efficiently?
Oh, well, I mean, these could light the houses of the poor efficiently as well, and you have the money to buy candles, and they don't.
I assure you, our charitable outreach is extensive.
I bet it is. I bet it's all over the place. I bet you can find your charitable influences everywhere, even in this cathedral.
You can. Yes.
I'm definitely not drawing a parallel here because I'm stupid. And definitely I'm definitely a stupid human.
We have some classes that may benefit you.
I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, please take this card and consider attending one of these free sessions to help you with your self-hate.
I will take your advisement and also eat the card.
In front of him, or wait till you leave?
I'm gonna eat this in front of him. As far as I'm concerned, we're going straight uncanny valley here. God, this human's fucked up. Anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys and also demons everywhere I go.
Bye.
The fact you ate the card and just said, anyways.
Amiria, kind of a tits out sort of crusader, huh?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
For the Illuminati.
Yeah. Right, what? Don't invade my space. You don't want to invade my space. I smell like carrion, probably.
Shooing you out.
Just making sure there's no more light shenanigans.
Yeah, that's fine.
Come back anytime.
I will.
He doesn't mean
Wonderful.
it.
I absolutely will come back at any time. That's a promise. All right, I'm out.
All right. I
I
think.
horse the cart back up on the steps and then I leave.
Nice.
Just, there. I'm done. I didn't find a tunnel, but I did piss that guy off, so.
I should make this one accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we didn't have as much content for the doc folks. I apologize, but
Sorry. I wanted to do my due diligence in the thing.
But yeah, you've done some scouting around High Hall, and we've got 10 minutes or so to maybe discuss how we want to proceed next week. It seems like there's definitely figure out where to take the shield under High Hall Cathedral in some way. Thing going on.
Since Tatalka and I are sitting in the docks,
Yeah,
and Tatalka, you transferred to Rogue, right?
Rogue Barbarian?
You got the Thieves Guild connections, right?
Oh, I guess a little bit.
You can talk Thieves Chant?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, let's go see about some smuggling and see if we can get some info about the city's underground.
Good idea.
I was just saying. I mean, we're in the docks for some reason, and I know that the docks are a good place to start getting info.
okay.
You got some skills that I don't think we pushed.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody else is around here, and they'll never notice that we happen to smuggle some stuff on top of the boat that might need to get trade for some information.
Okay. What kind of information are you looking for?
How to get into the underground part of High Hall.
Right. So, sure, you can find somebody who claims that like somebody they knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody who did a heist in High Hall Cathedral years ago, and that all the good stuff is in the basement, but there is no basement, you say. Oh ho ho. Somewhere around the main altar, there is a secret way to make a hidden magical staircase down appear, but they don't know how. The person who did it and claimed it never gave away his secrets, but supposedly there is a way to put in a code or something at the altar, which will make a hidden, maybe hidden by illusion, staircase down appear, and then you can get the real riches that the clergy hides. It's too good to show off.
Thanks. That's exactly the info we were looking for. And it only took us 2 minutes.
Might be related to the fact that there was only 6 minutes left in the session.
Yes.
Sam's all about that efficiency.
Right?
Cut straight to the point.
Yep. All right, so we need some way to dissolve an illusion, and that'll be what I'm looking for, is some kind of scroll or key or wand or something. Hey, Garmagal. Hey, I'll wait till everybody comes back and we'll ask.
See if Garmagal can get you some sort of item that allows you to see illusions or see through illusions, or
or a pair of spectacles or glasses, or I know they are out there.
Gramagal, the guy who has perfectly fine vision and wears glasses all the time anyway, might know of a way to wear vision enhancing magic items, you may be right.
I haven't met this guy, but I'm just gonna throw it out there to the group to see if everybody else can find something too.
All right.
Yeah. I'm still expecting Gramagal to die.
I mean, if he can teleport, then he'll probably be fine.
He's too badass to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's it. Game over for Gramagal.
What was that?
Now that you've said that,
Right? He
Yeah.
has to hold off the Balrog while the rest of you run away.
Yeah.
He is our Gandalf.
And then then you'll get Gramagal the White, apparently.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I think that's a session.
All right.
Everybody good for next week?
Yes.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
I will do more prep around High Hall Cathedral. Yes, no.
Yeah.
It seems like where everything is pointed.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can get this done. Cool. Thank you. That was a fun game. I will see you all next week.
Thanks, Scott. You had to do a lot of role playing.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's good variety.
God, I owe Ingrid so much now.
Well, and like Sam owes you a whole bunch, also.
Yeah.
Yes, Sam does owe me a whole bunch. I almost sacrificed my soul for so many things, Sam.
He didn't ask you to, but still.
What was that?
He didn't ask you to.
No, but I couldn't stand by and not let that happen.
Well, thanks for putting up with all my questions in the computer.
No, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, that's good.
That was entertainment.
Yep.
As you know, Hetty, I'm just playing Animal Crossing, so.
I am online, but I get distracted from it to do other things, and
Yeah.
alternately Animal Crossing, doing this game, and organizing laundry and writing a list for Target, which is
yeah, that ADD feel.
running around like, okay.
If I don't do 5 things at once, I don't do any things at all.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that?
What, Robin?
I said that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Might have been working on a thing for a game.
Yep. Cool.
Great.
All right.
I'm hungry. I'll talk to you guys
Me
later.
too. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Guys, good night.
All right, later, guys.
See ya.